Hey guys, John here from JK Conditioning, and here are 5 tips to help you with your seated row. So the seated row is a common exercise prescribed to clients to train the upper back or the posture muscles. Commonly it's performed incorrectly where the handle is pulled towards the body, but the positioning, the shape of the body isn't where we want it to be to effectively target the muscles of the upper back. So what we need to learn first, tip number 1, is learn how to keep, or learn how to get, and then learn how to keep a neutral spine. So you want to sit tall so that you have a natural curve in your lower back, and then you're just tall through your upper back. It's really common for people to kind of stay slouched when doing a row, which we don't want to do. And then you'll also see kind of the other end, the other extreme, where when we're pulling, there's a big arch in the back. So it's, both variations still look like a seated row, but it's not really effective because we're not targeting the muscles correctly. So first tip, sit really tall and then maintain that position. So keep your ribs in a neutral position, keep your spine in a neutral position, so that then we can learn tip number 2, which is learning how to move the shoulder blades on the back that doesn't move. So tip number 1 is achieved when you brace your abs and kind of be aware of the position. Tip number 2, you want to pull your shoulder blades down and back so that the shoulder blades, what we call retract or move towards each other without them going in any other direction. So another common issue with rows is that you get a lot of shrugging, and you get this tip where it's not a good tip, where you get an anterior tip in the scapula and the shoulder blades, so that when you pull back, the front of the GH joint, your shoulder joint, actually tips forward. Definitely not a good ending position with your row, because again, we're not effectively targeting the muscles correctly. So what you want to learn is that you pull your shoulder blades towards each other and then towards the hips. So that will result in a position that kind of looks like this, rather than this, and then rather than this. The next tip that you want to do is you want to go lighter than heavier with the seated row, because you don't need to go very heavy to target the muscles in the upper back. If you go heavier than you should, then you'll do it incorrectly and you won't effectively target the muscles. So if I have a really heavy weight and I'm using just a lot of momentum to get the handle back towards my body and I think I'm doing a good job, you're doing work again, but it's not really effective at targeting the muscles. So what I would suggest is getting in your position, going with a lighter weight, and then pulling slower, and then squeezing for a good 1 second count in between the shoulder blades. Tip number 4 is learn how to pull the handle towards your body using your back muscles first, and then bringing the handle, kind of finishing the pull with the arms. So it's really common for me to see people kind of grab and really pull the handle towards their body with their arms, their grip muscles, rather than pulling with their back muscles first. So what it should look like is, again, smooth pull, and I'm not really gripping very hard with my arms, with my hands. I'm just pulling my shoulder blades together, and then my arms will help bring the handle towards my body. So that way I can target my back muscles first, and then the hands will just and the arms will help bring the handle towards me. The last tip to clean up the row is don't think that you need to pull the handle all the way in to your body and touch your body. The issues with that is that if you pull too far back, the elbows go really far back, and that kind of promotes this kind of tip position again that we don't want to see, this anterior tip in the scapula. We don't want to see that. And then if we kind of think, get the handle towards my body, like really close so it touches, I might arch my back just to kind of make that touch happen. So again, once I feel the squeeze in my back, the row pull is done. So once I get to about here, I'm not going to pull any further back, because all the work that I need to do has been done by that point. So there are your 5 tips. Quick recap: get really tall, maintain a neutral spine. Tip 2, learn how to move your shoulder blades on your body. Tip number 3, go lighter than heavier. Tip number 4, pull with your back muscles, not your arm muscles. Tip number 5, don't bring the handle, or don't think you need to bring the handle too close to your body. There you go, guys, quick video today, 5 tips to improve your row. If you found it useful, please give us a like. If you found this information useful and you think a friend might want to watch the video and benefit from the information, please share it with them. And then if you don't want to miss any future fitness videos from us, please subscribe to our channel. We'll see you at the next video. Thanks, guys.